Do you want your mind to be always under your control? And you can customize it to your liking. If that's what you want, then definitely watch this video till the end. Today I will tell you a story. This story contains some secrets related to your life which will be very useful for you. You will understand the way to control your mind. A kingdom was ruled by a king. He was very fond of horses. He had 4 wild horses. The king was very fond of horses. King wanted that someone should train these horses. Well, so that the king can ride them. But unfortunately no trainer was able to train them. Whenever a trainer tried to ride them, those horses knock him to the ground. The king liked those horses so much that he did not allow any trainer to do so. That he should be strict on these horses and try to train them by beating them. The king had preached this in his kingdom. That whoever will train these horses well, he will be awarded 1 lakh gold coins. Many people were tempted by this reward. But he fell from the horse and broke his legs. Then one day a young trainer came to the king's court and said, "I can train your horses. But I have 2 conditions." The king was a little surprised. "Well," he asked, "tell me, what are your conditions?" The trainer said that my first condition is to give me 1 year to train these horses. And my second condition is that I should be given a big and open space, in which I will live with these horses. I will take care of these horses and manage their food and drink. There should be a fairly high wall around this place, so that no one can come in and disturb me. The king said, "Okay, you come from tomorrow. All your conditions will be fulfilled." That trainer came yesterday as promised. And after taking all the horses to a large stable, he left them. Now the 4 horses started running around inside the stable. What the trainer did now was run along the fence wall. After running for a while, he fed the horses. He drank water, ate food himself, and went to sleep in the same yard comfortably. The horses were still free inside the enclosure. No rope was attached to anyone. In the evening that trainer got up again and started running along the fence wall. When he ran, the horses also ran around. So he fed the horses, watered them and tied the horses with a rope. He also laid a mat on the ground and slept with them. When morning came, the trainer untied the horses and started running into the fence. Now this was his daily routine. That trainer kept the horses open all day. Feed them, bathe them, wash them, love them, play with them, and he would sleep with them in the evening. Gradually the horses began to feel it, that this trainer is their friend, because since that trainer came, all 4 horses started to feel freedom. Even the blondes were now loving the trainer. 6 months passed by doing this. One day the king came to see the training of horses. The king saw that the trainer was running forward in the yard and the horses were running behind him. The king liked his training and went back. When 1 year was completed, a message was sent to the king that the horses were fully trained and ready. The king happily came to see them. When the king reached there, the trainer took turns reining the 4 horses and riding them. All the horses were running comfortably along the edge of the fence. None of the horses tried to knock down the trainer. The king asked how you did it. No one could do that. How did you do this particular thing? By first being with them and giving them freedom. The trainer said, I became their friend and gained their trust. Then I used to run with them and they used to run with me. Then slowly I tried to keep the bite on their back. Initially they used to drop it. Then slowly they started running with the seat. Then I used to sit on his back. When it was standing, he used to sit for a while and then get down. Then slowly they started running with the seat. Then I used to sit on his back. When it was standing, he used to sit for a while and then get down. When the horses started to sit me on their backs, then I sat on their backs and started running them. Now the result is in front of you. The king was very happy to know this. He also gave him gold coins and hired him to take care of these horses forever. Friends, this was a story that you must have liked. But we have to see what lessons we get from this story. What this story teaches us is that every person in this world has 4 horses that are not under his control. A horse of trouble, a horse of anger, a horse of pride. Greedy hours. The horse of greed and the trainer in the story is your mind. Your intellect, your wisdom. You should train these 4 horses with your intellect. So that these 4 things, the 4 horses, can be under your control, but for this you have to be friends with them. That is, first they have to be understood well and then they have to be reined in. And all this with patience. It will happen gradually. It will not be controlled, forcefully and in a single day, as if we will talk about overthinking of worry first. Worrying is not a solution to any problem. Rather, if there is a problem in your life, you should try to understand it with a cool mind. You should think about it calmly and then you will get a solution to the problem. Otherwise, nothing will be achieved by worrying. In second place is the angry horse. Being angry does not harm anyone else, but it definitely harms oneself. You get angry about some things, like if someone insults you and abuses you. Then anger is necessary, but when, where, how, and how much should you be angry? When should you do it, and when should you not do it? Train this angry horse slowly with the help of your intellect. The third is the boastful horse. I can do it. They will say self-confidence, but only I can do this. They will call it arrogance. You should have confidence in yourself, but you should not be proud of yourself. This is what we have to explain to this third horse through our intellect. The fourth horse is greed. If the greed is of knowledge, then it is good. If the greed is of ignorance and lack of knowledge, then it is bad. Greed is good if it is to earn sustenance wisely. But greed is bad if it is to earn wealth quickly and wrongly. This difference, that is, this fourth horse greed of yours, should be explained. And learn something new every day in life.